What part of mass deportations now did people not understand? Seriously, I mean, is that where we went wrong? Did we need to break down the phrase mass deportations now? Like the word mass meaning a lot, deportation meaning moving out of the country, now meaning today, now? What part of that is confusing? Because I don't understand how there are Latinos for Trump out there who are now shocked that mass deportations now meant that they wanted to get you out of the country as soon as possible. They wanted your aunt and your uncle and your grandma and your grandpa out of the country as soon as possible. Many of you guys may have seen this video going around, and seriously, when I saw it, I thought, this must be a parody. This must be someone who's actually making fun of Latinos for Trump and crying on social media just for laughs, right? I thought, no way this person can be serious. It's not possible that a grown person out there could be out here crying saying, I can't believe they're deporting my aunt or my uncle. I can't believe I voted for a guy who is now mass deporting people that I know right now. But then I did a deep dive. It's not a parody. This is real. This is a real emotion from this woman who obviously did not understand the phrase mass deportations now. She said, we trusted the words he promised us Latinos. He promised you mass deportations now. And please, no one out there, please do not mistake this video for empathy. I don't care. I do not care one bit at all about this woman. And I'm sorry, but I just don't care that people who voted for Donald Trump are now seeing their family members get deported. I hate that children are getting caught up in this. And I hate that there are people out there, family members, who have other family members who didn't support Trump, who are now being deported because of what their family members did. I hate that. But I have no empathy, no sympathy for this woman and people like her one bit at all. And I know when you're watching that, you're thinking, this cannot be real. I dove into her page a little bit. And when I tell you that this is not an intelligent person, I really mean that, because I had to go back. So for the most part, she's not even political on social media. She really just posts a bunch of selfies of herself, and she's like a pseudo wannabe influencer type or whatever, right? But there was a couple of posts of Donald Trump, and one of them said, Donald Trump is about to be the president, and he's about to feed the streets again. And I was kind of confused as to what that meant, but I was thinking, maybe it was alluding to something that she thought Hispanics or black people or whatever got from Donald Trump. And someone in her comments said, girl, those stimulus checks came from, the Congress. Like, he just signed them, and that was because of COVID. It's not like he's just going to be giving out money. And I'm thinking, oh my God, are there people out there who really voted for this dude because they got a freaking $1,500 check during COVID? And listen, I'm not saying the money is little, because I realize people are out there struggling and $1,500 may have meant a lot to them. But are they really out there thinking, like, does she have that much of a one-track mind? I mean, I've said this in my videos that maybe we didn't do a good job of explaining things to people that needed things broken down for them. Because she argued in the comments with this person about that. Like, nah, Trump's my daddy. He's going to come back and he's going to do this and that. And I'm like, wow. And then on the day he became president, she posted like a picture of him and said like something about daddy's home type of deal, like all of these people have been saying. She really believed that crap. Like, she fell for this. And so I'm wondering, do we need to break these things down? Like, do we need to explain like the three branches of government to people? Do we need to explain like the power of the purse, what presidents actually do, and how many presidents have given stimulus checks, and how like Donald Trump wasn't thinking about, this one Latino woman, when he did that, he was just like, I need to stimulate this economy, so let's give these people money so that they can go out and spend it. It wasn't about you individually. It wasn't about Latinos for Trump. He wasn't trying to do anything for you. My goodness. And again, I have literally, like, the woman could cry in my face and tell me the worst stories. I would not care. Like, this is what you get. This is what mass deportation now meant. So maybe that's where we've gone wrong a little bit. Maybe we need to do a better job of educating people. The more I'm, like kind of observing conversations online and comment sections, I'm starting to realize that people are very, 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 very misinformed. They fall for lies. It doesn't take but a well-written, statement or a meme to convince a lot of people that what they are reading is true, even though most of us know it is 100% a lie. This is literally the find out. Like, when we talk about fuck around and find out, these people are finding out right now. I mean, she's talking about people who are afraid to go to work. What did you think mass deportation now meant? She's talking about immigration raids. Yes, they said that before we elected them. They literally said, we're going to have massive raids in large cities. We're going to get people out of this country on day 1. You're here on day 6 going, I can't believe they're doing what they said they were going to do. My goodness. We're already in this now. This is our fate now. At this point, this is what's going to happen. So where do we go from here? I had someone in my comments say, oh, I'm not voting. Screw it. You're way too optimistic thinking, oh, in 2 years we can win the House and the Senate. And then, they're like, I'm not voting for Democrats either. They're racist and this and that. Then what? Because yes, I'm going to be optimistic in the in the legislative process, because I have seen that work. You can say what you want about Democrats, about the Biden administration, but when you look at policies, you will see that their policies were to help people that are in the middle and lower middle class. The policies of Donald Trump's administration is to pay back the millionaires and billionaires who helped him get elected. If you have other, ideas for me, please, I'm all ears. But for me, it is going to be winning back those areas of government that I think we can do a better job of influencing to do more for the common man. Listen, and these are things you're not going to hear on the mainstream media. They've basically given up. If you want to hear these types of stories, like the story I broke about the January 6er being, killed by police officers, you have to pay attention to independent media like myself and others that are out there. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my page yet, please do, at Coach D_speaks. I really appreciate you guys. A buddy of mine and I just launched leftlaughs.com. It is our merch store. Please check that out as well. I really enjoy, the content. I do want to say to you guys, sometimes you guys will, donate money to in my comments. I really appreciate that. But I don't do this for that. I do this to get the information out there. That's why we launched the merch shop, so that people can, you can decide if you want to go to that shop and check out some cool shirts and buy them or whatever. But for the most part, I do this because I want to get this information out there. And I really do appreciate you guys giving me your ear every day for 7 to 10 minutes or whatever it is. Don't think I take that for granted. I really do appreciate you guys, period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.